Welcome back. Today I have a pregnancy update for those of you who are interested. My weeks change over on Thursdays. So on Thursday, February 5th, I turned 26 weeks. My appointment was on the 6th. I came in at about 26 pounds weight gain total, which I recognize is quite a bit, but it's the same thing I did the first time. I gained 40 pounds total with Olivia, and it appears that I'm on the same track with this baby. My belly is measuring, from the bottom to the top, perfectly in line with my weeks, so that's nothing to worry about. Blood pressure was fine, my heart rate was fine, baby's heart rate was great. I think she said maybe 140, I don't remember exactly, but there were no red flags there. I have been having some upper back pain. I think it's in part because of my poor posture. I do want to work on that. I've also been having some sleep issues where I go to sleep a little later than usual and wake up easier in the night and wake up really easy in the morning. It's a cruel joke that nature is playing on me because I want to get all the sleep now while I can, but it's like my body is priming itself for the first 3 months when baby is kind of eating around the clock and sleeping and things are all backwards. So if you notice some comments from me at weird times of the day on your videos or some weird postings, it's probably because I'm laying in bed trying to fall asleep and struggling to do so. Another symptom I've been having is the emotions. I have been on an emotional roller coaster for the past 3 weeks or so, just the highs and the lows and the tears at the drop of a hat. And I don't know why I do it to myself, but I still love to watch The Walking Dead, and I should not be watching that as a pregnant woman, but I do like that show. I do feel the baby a lot lower than the first time. The first time I didn't know if she was low, high, middle, whatever. It was my first time. But now that I have something to compare, I feel like this baby is a lot lower. I can feel her kicking almost, it feels like it's on my legs practically. When we go on walks, I feel like, I would say cramping or some straining in the very bottom of my stomach, which I never had felt before. So one of the symptoms is that my fitness has slowed down a bit because I used to like to go on brisk walks. I like to keep the pacing kind of high, but I've had to slow down and even cut out a few blocks and just make it back home. I just feel so tired, and I wonder if I need one of those like bands that help hold the weight up. I don't have one. If any of you have one, let me know if they're worthwhile. I am starting to think about the labor. One of my biggest concerns is actually what I'm gonna do with Olivia. My in-laws do not live close, and my mom lives about half an hour away, but she's extremely busy. She's got her own life. She works full time and has a busy social life, and I know she would come if we needed her to, but it would take her a while. She's chronically late, and this is one of those things where you can't be late. Like the hospital, the doctor where I go is about 30 minutes north of us, and she's about 30 south. So, and with second pregnancies, I hear that labor goes quicker. So when we have to go, we have to go. I'm just thinking Brian's gonna have to drive all 3 of us, drop me off at the front, and then figure it out while I go. And I don't know. Again, I'm asking you a lot of questions because I love these conversations. But if this is your second, third, fourth, if you've had more than one child, what did you do with your older children? Who watched them? How did you arrange that? And keep in mind here that we don't have a super close relationship with her grandparents. They're far away, and almost like they don't even know what to do with her. They don't know my schedules and routines, and yes, I've got to let it go, but when I come home with a newborn, I don't want to come home to a fussy toddler who hasn't had proper nutrition or a nap in days. So I am worried about that. Just like the first time, I did not pass the 1-hour glucose test, which really embarrasses me and makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong. And my doctor was trying to explain to me, sometimes it's nothing that you're doing, it's just the way the placenta handles it. Maybe, you're prone to handling sugars differently in your body, but it still feels like I did this. The first time around, I refused the follow-up 3-hour glucose test because I was nervous that they were going to put something on my chart that said I had a risk and rush me into Pitocin and inducing and C-section and just a spiral. So I refused it, and luckily my labor went great. I had the natural labor that I wanted, and textbook contractions and everything was fine, and I'd like that again this time around. I do think I will go through with the 3-hour this time because I feel convinced that I don't have gestational diabetes. So the past day, I only found out my results last night, but I've been pretty disappointed in myself. I don't know. I've just been upset because it's not the results that I expected. So stay tuned because I am more than likely going to go through with that 3-hour one once I can fit it to my schedule. And I'd like to share those results with you. And you think you're going to forget or whatever, just subscribe now so you'll remember when you see the video pop up, the glucose test. The results are coming. My doctor hasn't even ordered that test for me yet, but I'm sure it will be very soon. That's really all I can think of for this update. If there are any specific questions or comments you have, or anything you can say to make me feel better about the glucose test, I'll end this video with the oh so popular belly shot, something I've never done. So this will be my first time doing it. I'm wearing stripes today, which is kind of fun. You'll see how stretched out those stripes get. But leave any questions and comments below. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Link your pregnancy updates down below. I don't mind sharing those videos. That way we can all kind of easily find the information that we're looking for as we watch each other's videos. I will see you soon, and hopefully I pass that darn glucose thing, because that's a whole nother video. I will tell you what I eat and you will see. You will see. Bye everyone.